Oh, hey, look, there she is. Good evening. Right now on Pyre, it's 10 p.m. on September 23rd. Oh, really isn't any news today, but here's some personal news. I had a video chat with my parents. Guess that's not news. Have a lovely day. Oh, shit. Yeah, pink house. Ooh. There it is. Our Lily of the Valley. We got a pink house. We'll have to see it in the daytime tomorrow. So I should look into how Lily of the Valleys work. It's good we got one, though. Praise be unto Helix. So, we're starting late today. I originally did want to start earlier, but I was fucking exhausted from school. From college. It was a big fucking day today. I had a critique today. Oh, God. It was a big fucking day. And I was just like, you know what? Screw it. Who cares if I don't do the stream today? Or who cares if I wait until a little later in the night? Right? Fuck it. No, who cares? Nobody cares. So yeah, I waited and now we're doing it now. Just kind of how the way the world works, you know. Yeah, because I fell asleep. I was watching so I've been watching RTX the past few days, kind of while working on school stuff, and I was watching the new what was it called? It's not Dicecapades. It was Let's Roll Dice. It had dice in the name. Hey, Mr. Penguin the Play, how you doing tonight? But yeah, I was watching that and I was like, this is really funny. And then I ended up falling asleep halfway through it. Not because it was like boring or anything, but because I was just fucking tired. But I watched it, but it was really funny because they were doing kids on bikes. And like it's like, oh, this character's name is Strap-On. Oh, this character's name is Doe. And then it was just like, hey, my name's Stilbert, and I'm a 35-year-old man, and everyone else is like a teenager. It was pretty funny. I missed the last half of it because I fell asleep. But it was pretty funny. I'm excited for Off Topic tomorrow on RTX. And I think the Black Box Down show is tomorrow as well. That's another one. RTX has been... I kind of wish I got more involved with it, because I did definitely miss a few things. But RTX hasn't been so bad. There's been some cool things. So we got our Money Rock. So I don't have to worry about that. So theoretically, we can destroy all the rocks tonight. If I so choose. If I so choose. We sold turnips yesterday. And then so after the stream yesterday, I posted in the Discord that, hey, like, I've got turnips at a high price. So if anybody has turnips, and Mush came over and bought our turnips. So yeah, that happened last night. I don't think this tree can actually grow right here. Shit. We're gonna have to go get a new one. I think we gotta place it like right here. But yeah, so yeah, Mush came on and got like 4 million bucks in turnips. Good money, because our turnip prices were high yesterday. Like, Holy shit. I wish I had bought more. I do really wish I had bought more. Oh, there's our money tree. Yeah, and today we're probably rock gardening. I mean, I might just do it to do it. Because it's probably going to be a multi-day thing, because I'll probably screw it up today in some way. And then so tomorrow I can come back and try again, and maybe it'll, right, and maybe we'll get 1 or 2 today if we get lucky. And then next time we do it, we'll maybe get, like, more. Especially now that we have the Lily of the Valley. I also do want to clear out the area for that. Because I do have an area where I want to put it. Assuming I can move the Lily of the Valley. I'm pretty sure I can, but I'm going to look into it regardless. But we'll do that here in a few minutes. Oh, hey, kid. I wonder what my parents are up to. I should probably give them a call. Anything? Nothing back here. Snurch has... Some things never changed. The Snurch is looking fine. Oh yeah, the Snurch did get an offering. Why has this not grown another purple rose? We just need 1. Why is this game being so stubborn? We just need a single... this isn't a single pale rose here. We just need a single purple one. And then we're good. I also don't know who's visiting today as well. Nobody was in the plaza. I haven't seen... Gulliver was here earlier in the week. And I haven't seen Gulliver. I thought that was the turnip. Or the whatever. Not turnip, I thought that was the fossil. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of all of these lilies of the valley, or these lilies, and putting up the lily of the valley. We're just missing a fossil. These are growing okay. These have only produced a single purple thus far. Here it is. Oh, not like we can even sell this stuff tonight. Hey, MXD. I had a busy day at university today. A lot of shit due, so I'm just tired today. I got pizza though, and pizza was good. Oh my god. Ah, pizza's so good. I'm not a New York style pizza guy. I don't like a thin crust or whatever, so I got like a deep dish, not like a Chicago deep dish, but just like a deep dish. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, that was good. Nothing more to relax with Animal Crossing. Yep, just relaxing, probably breaking some rocks today, clearing out some space, watering some flowers. You know, the same old things that never change. I do have some news to talk about today, because Nintendo surprisingly dropped a game today. Yeah, that happened today. I did buy a game today. Actually. Even though I haven't had time to play the Nintendo 64 collection, I did actually buy a game. PlayStation is doing a sale right now for games big in Japan. And one of the games that has been on my wish list since I bought a PS4 was Nier Automata. And it was on sale. I think it was half off. And I was like, you know, that's a good enough price point for me. I'll buy that. So I bought Nier Automata today. I haven't even downloaded it. I just bought it. But I've been considering it for a while now, and now that because it's on sale, I'm like, yep, that's worth it. And I don't have any interest in this Kirby game. I like me some Kirby, but I don't need it. Remodeled my house once. I was probably supposed to get this achievement way earlier. That was probably supposed to come a while ago. Alright, so I wanted to look up Lily of the Valley real quick. The Kirby game, or one of the other ones? So let me pull up Twitter, because I get all of my info from Twitter because they're the most reliable. Twitter. What is the account? Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah, I had the... here it is. Lucas G. Okay, Bugs and Fish. I know they did something on the Moonflower at some point. Here it is. So let's switch over here. So, let me move this mic. The Lily of the Valley is a mysterious plant that appears on the south-facing cliff. Once your island achieves a perfect 5 stars. I'm good. I didn't get rid of the south-facing. Good. I didn't get rid of all my island's cliffs. The island has a 50% spawn rate for every day as long as you maintain 5 stars. There's technically a 93% chance of getting your first Lily of the Valley within the first 4 days. And having a 5-star for subsequent spawns, it takes 4.7 days on average between Lily of the Valley spawns. With it being such a rare and mysterious plant, is there anything that makes it special? The short answer is no. The following are the facts on the topic. It does not increase reproduction chances of nearby flowers. It cannot be plucked or trampled. It can be planted on an island that has 4 or less stars. It cannot be cloned. There's no lifetime limit to the Lily of the Valley. A maximum of 1 can spawn per day. It can be watered but has no other effects than sparkles. It's called Jacob's Ladder in previous games. The plant only spawns on a cliff's edge. The exact parameters for the conditions are not exactly known, but the basic premise is that it spawns on a free tile on the edge of the visible south-facing cliff. There are also reports of it spawning on the east or west cliff. Only a first Lily of the Valley has a fixed 50% spawn rate. Every day after the first Lily of the Valley spawn has a subsequent spawn rate following the following formula: counter plus 6%. I'm just reading through this entire thing. When you have a 5-star rating, the counter is increased by 1 every day a Lily of the Valley has not spawned. After the day Isabella's announcement, the counter is reset. During the daily announcements, if any of the following conditions are met: Lily of the Valley has spawned, you've dropped below 5-star ratings. This means your star rating only matters during the daily announcements, where it's all processed. Any changes during the days are not used to determine the spawn percentages. To refresh, valid 1 tile space at the edge of the south-facing cliff. Maintain 5 stars. And so after 10 days, you'll get another one. On the 10th day, you are 100% guaranteed to have a Lily of the Valley spawn. If you meet the conditions for the counter intact, you can get 2 spawns back-to-back since the counter increments before the next Lily of the Valley chance, providing you maintain 5 stars. So can I move it? That's all I wanted to know. Like, could I move it? So it cannot be plucked or trampled. It can be planted. I think that means I can move it. I'm gonna roll with that. But yeah, as always, I use Cestus Life, Lucas G. Just if you ever need an Animal Crossing, like any information, I always get it from them. They've got tons of great stuff. Like all the fishing stuff I get from them. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good stuff. It's one of the better accounts I use for Animal Crossing information. So, but yeah, I guess we should clear out those lilies, because I've been having them sitting there for a while now. And yeah, so so yesterday night on Nintendo's website, there was a new like bit of information, right? Just like randomly, and it was, hey, guess what? There's a new Kirby game, Kirby Fighters 2. Now, the original Kirby Fighters was actually Actually, I should go get a trash can first. The original Kirby Fighters wasn't it actually it was part of Triple Deluxe, if I remember correctly. It was like a little mode addition to Triple Deluxe. But then later on, Nintendo actually, like, remade the Triple Deluxe mini games, but added like a bunch of new features to them. It was actually really cool, and I think that was the original Kirby Fighters, and I think they did like an advanced version of DDD Drum Dash. And now they made a few other Kirby games, like that Battle one, which I think was an expansion. Kirby Clash, which I think was something from Planet Robobot. I could be totally wrong about that. But it was, oops. It was, right, there's been some cool Kirby stuff, but I don't know. I played Triple Deluxe, and Triple Deluxe is an amazing game. Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot are two great Kirby games, with Planet Robobot easily being the best one. Hands down, easiest recommendation I could ever make. Planet Robobot's so good. But, so we get this new Kirby, and it was like, hey, this leak, Kirby Fighters 2, and okay, right, like, we've got Smash Bros, and hey, a Kirby fighting game, that'd be really cool. I mean, another one, especially if they added in the, Dream Friends, because in Kirby Star Allies, we had the Dream Friends, which were, like, other characters from the Kirby series, like Magolor, Marx, Gooey, oh god, what's the mouse's name? And there's a bunch of them, and it was really cool, right? It was really cool to have all of these characters. And Star Allies, it's not an amazing Kirby game. Like, I'd recommend Planet Robobot in Triple Deluxe over it, but I don't think it's that bad of a game, like, at all. Especially with the DLCs that came later on down the line, and they were all free. I don't know, I enjoyed it. But now we've got this, and yeah, it's a Kirby fighting game. And they added in, I wish there was like more of the Dream Friends, or like there'd be some DLC that added in some more of them. Cause right now it's King Dedede, Meta Knight, Bandana D, and Magolor. I wish they'd add in like all the other ones, like the art girl, who's Adeline. I think it's Adeline. The three sisters, who are in a stage in this new one. But yeah, I wish they'd add in more of the Dream Friends, because those were really neat. Like, I like all the copy abilities, but I'd love to see them add in more of the Dream Friends. Right? Make it like an actual... Right, like how Smash Bros. Is the ultimate Nintendo crossover, or just video game crossover with how many characters are in it. Do that, but for this, it's the ultimate Kirby crossover. And just put literally every Kirby character in the game. That'd be really cool. I would love that. I would love to see like, at least every Kirby game represented in some way. I actually do want to put one of these lilies right here. I at least want to keep some of them. Ooh, you know what? I just had an idea. But yeah, so this was leaked yesterday, and we didn't know that much about it. But today we did, just a few hours ago, Nintendo released a trailer for this Kirby game. And so we did get some more information on it. And there's some good stuff in here. Like, it's got a story mode, which I think is interesting. It's got online multiplayer. I don't know if it's online, if it's just with friends or with randoms. If it was both, I'd be happy, but I don't know if... We probably do know, I just don't know the answer, because they didn't say it in the trailer. There's fighting with 4 people on one system. There's a story mode. There's, like, a classic mode, like... You know, the Smash Bros. Style classic mode where it gets harder after every round. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of feels like a simpler Smash Bros. It's just, I don't know. I don't have time to play video games, and all the money I would have spent on it, I bought Nier Automata instead, because I take more value in that. Maybe I'll pick it up eventually, but not anytime soon. It's eShop exclusive, so yeah. I don't know. Kirby games are really good. I think saying they're casual fun does them a little bit of a disservice. I really think Kirby has some high quality games. Because Kirby is one of the only series that has never had a bad game. They're not all amazing, but I don't think Kirby has a single bad game in its repertoire. Which is more than you can say about most other series. Basically all other series. I don't know. If it wasn't for the CDI Zelda games, I'd say the same thing about the Zelda franchise. If it wasn't for those 3 CDI games, Zelda has a near perfect repertoire. Every Zelda game is good, even Link's Crossbow Training. But those 3 CDI games ruin everything. Mario's got a ton of shitty games. I mean, it's Mario. But there's a few good games. Kirby doesn't have a single bad game. That's crazy to think about, but I stand by that point. Zelda games never disappoint. Exactly. And if it wasn't for those 3 CDI games, like the statement of Zelda being a game with this, because there's a few other series that are like, oh, they don't have a single bad game in them. But I can't. The only one I can think of is Kirby. But I know there are others that just don't have a bad. Because most series screw up at some point. Most series get like one lackluster game, or they screw up, or like they try to do something just a little different. Like the first 8 or 9 Mario parties, counting DS. Like those first 8 or 9 Mario parties, I know some people don't like 8 or 7 or 8. Nope, 7 and 8 are good. 8 might be the best Mario Party. Like, yeah, does it not have all? Is it like a waggle fest and whatnot? Yes, but 8. If I were to say, like, if I was with a group of 4 other people, just random people, like anybody off the street, and it was like, hey, pick a Mario Party to play, I'd pick 8. 8 is by far the most accessible Mario Party game, bar none. And then DS has no reason to be as good as it is. Same thing with Mario Kart DS. No reason to be as good as it is, but it's really good. And yeah, 8's really good. Or DS is good. But then after 9, everything in Mario Party just kind of fell apart. Which sucks. I hate the fact that Mario Party just kind of fell apart right then and there. But it did. That's so weird. God, because I loved me some more. I don't have a copy of 8 anymore, and that sucks. I wish I had a copy of 8. But I don't. And 8's so good. Yeah, Mario Party 7's not bad either. There's tons, like those first 8 Mario Party games in DS are so fun. And like anyone can pick up and play Mario Parties. Do I wish ND Cube would just remake Mario Parties 1 and 2, or do like a Mario Party collection with the first 3 games remade? Yes. Oh my god, that would be the greatest thing. Like, because ND Cube doesn't know how to make, after Hudson Soft shut down. Yeah. After Hudson Soft shut down, ND Cube just doesn't know how to make a Mario Party game. They don't, and it sucks, because there's tons of good... Ah, look at it. My Lily of the Valley. There's tons, because the first 8 are so good. And then all the future DS ones were bad. Especially Top 100. Top 100 was terrible. 9, I'm willing to give 9 the benefit of the doubt. This one feels straight up dull, and I'd say tried a bit too hard. Yeah. 9, I was willing to give the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what, it's trying something different. Because part of the complaint about Mario Party was that it was getting too repetitive. I personally never had the complaint, but I could see where people were coming from. But 9, I was like, you know what, they're trying to do something different. It didn't entirely work, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, as long as they don't do it again. And then they made 10. And 10, the Bowser Party mode in 10 is maybe the best idea in all of Mario Party. I stand by the Bowser Party mode being this amazing idea. Probably the best ND Cube has ever had. The problem is they botched up the execution. Mario Party 10 should not have been in carts. That Bowser Party mode especially. They made Bowser powerful, which I have no problem with, but they made him too powerful. And the fact that even if he screws up, he can still just re-roll and win. No, they made Bowser just a little too powerful. Not in like a fun way, just in a like oh, this sucks, this isn't fun to play way. They brought back carts, which was a bad idea. Board design in general is just bad in 10. Like 10, like 9, okay, it's doing something different. 10 just has general bad design in it. The amiibo mode was terrible. 10 is just so riddled with problems. I wanted to like it. I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt. Right? Because that Bowser Party was such a good idea. And they screwed it up. And then Super Mario Party. And there's like a bunch of DS games that I don't give a shit about. Because nobody does. But Super Mario Party, yeah, bland is a good way of looking at it, saying dull. I don't know, like, part of me was like, oh, this game feels so small. Like, I know one of the 3DS games experimented with, free roaming, where, like, there was no, like, set boards, you could just go wherever you want. Not a bad concept, right? Like, I get the idea of, like, experimenting around with that. But, I don't know, it just, since then, I felt like all the Mario Party boards have just felt so small, even though they aren't. I looked into it once, and the boards in Mario Party Super Mario Party are on average about the same size as most other Mario Party games. Yeah, there's a few exceptions, like there are some insanely big boards in previous games. Like, is it the Donkey Kong Country one, or is it the Goomba Boardwalk one? And 8 is just massive. But, like, it's, right, like, the boards feel small, even though they aren't actually that small. There's only 4 of them. Instead, they put all this time into, like, the dancing mode and the river raft mode, which people play once and then just get bored with and move on. Online was terrible. The online in Super Mario Party was one of the worst onlines I've ever seen. I might replay Mario Party 7 now. It's really good. It's really good. What was the one was it 7 or 6 that had the day-night cycle? That's my second favorite. I've just had so much fun in that one as well. Me and my friends used to play that one. I think that was, part of me thinks that's 6, but it might have been 7. Oh. Ugh. Okay, so I'm looking over here on Rock Garden, so give me a second. Okay, Rock Garden. So let's come back over here. So let me move the mic over again. So rocks spawn on grass and diggable paths such as dirt, dark dirt, path, dark dirt, and sand. Rocks will not spawn on non-diggable paths, custom designs, the beach, any location that spawns criteria not met. Natural things, right, like that, will have the perimeter. You can adjust these. Tiles adjust the beach, water tiles, cliffside. Fences and placed items. Mannequins, placed furniture, except being tall furniture, shrubs. Tall furniture and structures will block 4 tiles behind the tiles that occupy the perimeter. These include cliffs, buildings, trees. Single block blockers are dropped items, flowers, custom designs on the ground, placeable non-diggable paths, digging spots. Rock tips, there are some tips that'll help you with the rock garden. Mannequins are used to place designs. Common, simply change the design slightly and the placed mannequins will cease to exist. The caveat here is that they are not quite the hassle to set up or dig holes to align mannequins carefully. Carefully placed blockers on half tiles adjacent 4 tiles can essentially extend the blocking radius. Weeds can spawn on your desired rock locations, hence it may take a good idea to max out your weed count. Obstruction blockers. Blockers placed along the south of your garden area might cause the most of your rock's frustration. Consider only using single blockers such as non-diggable paths. To avoid this, okay, obstruction blockers placed to the south your garden area may cause most of your rock garden frustrations. To avoid this, consider using only single blockers such as non-diggable paths. Place them at least 4 tiles from your southern rock location. Others, you can have all your rocks in 1 acre. The 3-acre thing is a myth. Only 1 rock spawns per day. If a rock doesn't spawn, it may mean that it has spawned somewhere else. Prevent alignment issues by digging holes as guidelines. As they are always on the proper tile, you can replace them. Place your blocking furniture and structures after the rocks are placed. So if I theoretically just dig holes... So this is going to be a several day process. Like, this definitely ain't happening overnight. But you know what? We're gonna give it a shot. And I'm probably gonna screw up along the way. Especially because we have so much area that we kind of... Like, this garden is gonna be a pain in the ass. The garden is going to be a massive pain in the ass. But I guess, I mean, we have to start somewheres. So I should make a DIY pattern. Let's just make a red pro design. But yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it eventually. It was only a matter of time. So what other news did I have? I had other news other than Kirby. Kirby, because that leak. Because I was originally gonna talk about the leaks, but then the actual game just came out anyways. So yeah. Let's see, we got the leaks. Oh, the Game Awards. Today, Jeff Keighley announced that the Game Awards are going to happen on December 10th. They're probably going to be all digital, so yeah. Sure. I mean, the game advertisements, as we all know them as. Sure, I'll watch them. I mean, last year I went to the theater the day they happened, so I completely missed them. Which was mostly fine, except for, like, the Xbox thing, which kind of sucked. Because, of course, Nintendo... Since Reggie left, Nintendo really hasn't shown anything at the Game Awards, which I mean, I know Reggie only left last year, but still. I'm just going to call it Garden. Gardeb. Sure. Whatever, I'm not picky. I don't have enough cares anymore. But yeah, so I don't know what to expect from the Game Awards. I mean, like, sure, they're the Game Awards, and I know people give a shit about them. I really, personally don't. Okay, so if I'm correct, I can then dig a hole right here. Place a mannequin, or... God, this is gonna take forever. This is gonna be a multi-day thing, definitely. Display here. So we've got it, right, like there. So we've got it right there. And then if we move it over 1, that should be taking up, like, 4 blocks. That should be taking up, basically, like, a large chunk of this area. I hate how, like... Display here. I'd say Nintendo's doing just fine. Yeah, I mean, they're doing fine they're doing fine the way they are. Yeah, I mean, COVID kind of screwed everything up, but hey, they still have the biggest game of the year, so what do they have to complain about? Like, really? Like, really, Nintendo's got nothing to complain about. They've got the biggest game of the year. They've won the year, basically. Whether, I mean, yes, Call of Duty, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing that's going to be able to compete against that. So I think this should... Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, Nintendo's... I mean, whether or not Nintendo puts out a game this year, which, I mean, they've put out a few. We talked about it a few weeks ago, but I was genuinely surprised at how many games Nintendo's putting out. Like, I wasn't expecting much. But they are putting out a fair amount of stuff. So is this the whole... Yeah, this is gonna take forever. This is definitely gonna be a multi-day thing. Which, I mean, I expected it to be as such. So that takes up this path, and then if we go right here, I think they said 2021 is going to be major stuff revealed. 2020 is just... I don't think they've actually officially said that anywheres. But I think that's all what we're, like, implying based on what Nintendo's shown so far. Like, because at first Nintendo said COVID actually didn't affect them. Like, they were actually taking, like, development wasn't going to be too delayed. But as we know, right, that interview later got changed, but as we also know, development was definitely affected by COVID. Because, like, look at that Mario Maker thing. That Mario Maker thing was supposed to come out in April. And it only got here, what, like last week? So we definitely know Nintendo was hit by COVID. Pretty hard, it would appear. Which sucks, but yeah. I don't know. Nintendo still got a super successful year. That's kind of like they've won the year. Easily. But, because then this new console generation, and as we've seen, pre-ordering in this new console generation has been a nightmare. As everyone trying to get PS4s and Xboxes are finding out. So do I have to... I'm going to have to do it on both sides, aren't I? God damn it. This is going to take forever. Okay, so 1, 2, and then 3 right here. Yeah, this is going to be a multi-day thing. Honestly, it would be easier just to lay down paths. Yeah, sure. Speaking of laying down paths, you know what? Let's just do this area while we're here. What else? Oh, so, speaking of pre-orders with, like, the Xbox and whatnot, right, Xbox pre-orders went up on Tuesday, and it did not, I mean, yeah, sure, they all sold out and everything, but also went up in sales, on Amazon anyways, the Xbox Series X, right, the Xbox One, I mean, the Xbox One X. So, so Microsoft has the Xbox One S, the Xbox One S, the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series X. Confusing as hell names. And now, as we have fortunately learned, this is already starting to bite Microsoft in the ass. Because yesterday, during pre-order sales for the Xbox Series X, sales of the Xbox One X went up by 700%. So there are people out there who bought an Xbox One X looking for an Xbox Series X. Parents, grandparents are gonna screw this up. Yeah, maybe in like 5 years will this not be a problem because there will only be one Xbox? Well, except for the fact that there is a difference between an Xbox Series X and the Series S. Yeah. But for the moment, this is definitely a problem Microsoft is going to have to face. And it's already started to hurt them. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. But I find it funny. That right? People went in to buy a Series X and they accidentally bought the One X. You know a bunch of kids are going to be super butthurt around Christmas time. You know that's going to happen. It's funny in a way. It's funny in a way. It's sad, but it's kind of funny. And then Goose Game. So Untitled Goose Game, right? It got a while ago. I think during a Nintendo Direct, or like during the Indie World Showcase. I think it was announced that Goose Game is getting a multiplayer update. That multiplayer update came out today, to little to no fanfare, at least that I saw. People were more focused on what the Fall Guys beam looks like, which, yeah, I should pull that image up. Fucking Christ. But yeah, the Goose Game update came out, so if you and a friend want to play Goose Game together, you totally can. I really hope there's some, like, right now, I think the Goose Game speedrun is like 3 minutes. Like, with cheats. Maybe it's 5 minutes. I really hope the Goose Game speedrun goes down to, like we find a way to, like, clip over the entire map with multiple people. That would be so funny. The Goose Game speedruns are so fun. Like, whether it's the all percent, or the any percent, they're both really funny. Because it's just like, oh, you glitch through. I think all percent is a little, or like, right, all tasks is a little bit more fun. But yeah, no, I get the appeal of Goose Game. It was fun. I talked about it last year. It was, when it came out, it was fun. I played it. I probably won't play the multiplayer update, but yeah, it was fun. So this is our path laid out. I've been wanting to do this for, technically I was going to replace this a while. Oops, that was the trash can. I was going to technically replace this a while ago, but we never got around to it. So, I'm pretty sure I got to place mannequins in here. And not yet. Did I just see a shooting? Maybe that was my eyes playing tricks on me. Yeah, it takes forever to exit out of the phone, enter back in. Actually, I can just do that, and that saves me only having to do 2 or 3. Yeah, that was a shooting star. Holy shit. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that for a second while I pull something up over here on Twitter because I still have it open. Okay, here it is. So Fall Guys, at one point, the Fall Guys Twitter account was like, hey, I talked to an artist, and we have the official design of what a Fall Guy looks like underneath, like, the costume, right? Underneath, like, the pink bean, what, like, the skeletal structure of a Fall Guy is. And he was like, you don't want to see this, but I'm going to show it. But if you want it, I'll show it to you. And so, yep, sure enough, they put it out. This is their official what a Fall Guy looks like. And so, well, you asked for it, the official lore. Remember, humans shown for scale, Fall Guys is 6 feet. The Fall Guy is happy, look at his eyes, we can't take it back. Official artwork. That's what the Fall Guy looks like. I don't know what to do with that. Like, what? Like, look at the... What? What? It's the knees. The knees are what, like... And, like, the spine, just like... Ooh. Or the eyes, like... It makes no sense. Oh, mush. Yeah, definitely. That's the Fall Guy. And that's canon. That's completely canon now, so... Yep. Let me just bleach my eyes real quick. I'm gonna get that off the screen. Yep, goodbye. Hey, maybe that'll become the new beans. I mean, Fall Guys are called beans, so... I was gonna say that's gonna place a little off, but we'll push it. And now we gotta do the same thing. Is it? Yeah, we do the same thing over here. So I'm exhausted from college. I had a busy ass day today, and I'm just tired. That's why Animal Crossing is so late today. Because I had a busy ass day. And I fell asleep at one point. I really should do it like down here. And now we're working on the rock garden, which is slow as hell. Like, this is gonna take some time to get done. Like, I don't even think I'm gonna break any rocks today. That's how long this is gonna take. Probably a multi-day thing. Well, I've been traumatized by just now, so yeah. So I could, you know what? It'll be easier just to place the mannequins. I was considering laying a path right here, and like I could see the benefits of a path, but nah. I wish there was a way to like quickly do this, but there really isn't. I'm playing Apex right now. Yeah. I'm just doing this. And hopefully, so with Fall Guys, my hope is tomorrow. I've been saying I'll be streaming Fall Guys all this week for over a week now, and my hope is tomorrow we'll actually do Fall Guys. I don't know when we're doing Animal Crossing. I don't know when we're doing Fall Guys. I don't have a set time or anything. But my hope is that tomorrow we'll do both of them. That's my hope. I make no promises, obviously. But I'm gonna try. Because I'm season 4 starts in just a few days, and I'm close to being done. Or I'm close to being level 40, so I should just get level 40, get it over with, So that's hopefully the plan in these next, like, tomorrow is we'll do Animal Crossing in the morning, and then Fall Guys at later in the day. Not like this late, but yeah. But that's my plan. Just because that's the plan doesn't mean that's guaranteed to happen or anything. Because I've definitely done dumber shit in the past. Okay, so that should be the garden taken care of. We got all those sites cleared off. I guess let's hit the mountain next. So I don't actually think it can spawn here. Like, I think we're safe right there. Good luck with school tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's my day off, so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. I mean... And I don't have a big paper due this week, like every other week in my career. I don't have a big paper due this week. I have one due the week after that. But nope, today I'm good. Yeah, whatever, it'll be good enough. Tomorrow's my day off. And then Friday I do have class, but that's not a big deal. That should be easy in comparison. I'm going to... I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, well, that's good. Good night. Yeah, good night. I'm just gonna finish off this cliff top, and then I'm probably gonna end off because this is clearly gonna be a multi-day thing. Maybe I'll break one of the rocks tonight and like see where it spawns. Like, as long as it doesn't spawn in the top area, I'm good. At least once I place all these down, removing them is going to be so much easier. Like, yeah, placing them down is a nightmare. But removing them is so much simpler. Oh gosh, dang it. So, okay, that should hit all that. That hits right here, right here, right here. I probably gotta move it over a little bit. Yeah, that should be correct. And then this goes... Oops. Wow, I'm surprised that's the first time we've done that. Yeah, that seems to be in the right place. Hopefully, anyways. Oh, you know what else I need to do tomorrow as well? I need to do the fourth Korra video as well tomorrow. I just finished up, I've been working with, season 3, or 4, I mean. I'm more than halfway through, and it's good. Like, I'm genuinely enjoying Korra season 4. Like, I have one problem with it, which is technically not even really, like, that much of a problem. It's more of, like, you know, I kind of wish this wasn't how this was playing out. Like, I kind of wish it was a little bit more gray, if that makes any sense. Okay, so we don't have to worry about cliff's edges. Yeah, I kind of wish Korra Season 4 was a little bit more gray. It's very black and white as it stands, and that's, in theory, not a problem. But I don't know. Part of me, I just kind of wish it was a little bit more gray. But other than that, no, I am enjoying Korra Season 4. It's definitely a really strong start to a season and everything. So we've got all these mannequins laid out. I guess we should go, like, break a rock and see what happens to it in the morning. I'm sure it'll spawn somewhere inconvenient to me for now, but... Actually, wait. Well, let's grab a peach real quick. Let's... Yeah, all we have is stacks. Oh, we also gotta go find out who that journal goes to. God, the pink house. Yeah, it looks better with lights on it. Luckily, like, this giant area we don't have to worry about. We will have to worry about this area down here. Like that right there. But other than that, we don't have to worry about some of that. Hey, Nan, do you know whose journal this is? Oh, yeah, sure, Nan. Whatever. Whatever floats your boot. So let's get rid of all of this. My hope is that the rocks will spawn in... Like, so this fencing goes around here like this. Maybe we'll outline this better tomorrow when we finish up the rest of the island. Because there's still a lot of island to look at. Drop something? Oh, it might belong to Yuka. Okay, I don't know if we've seen Yuka out. Admittedly. I do have some flowers to throw away. Yeah, those 3. And let's break a rock, shall we? Good enough. Was Yuka in her house or is she out wandering? She's in her house, yeah. You know, the types of 7 wanderings. That was a pretty decent series. That was a series I had fun with. Sucks that it was Facebook exclusive, but yeah. Other than that, 7 Wanderings wasn't too bad. Alright, I'll take that. Someone must have given her that dress for her birthday. Because I know that's where the octopus and the crab came from. Was her birthday. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a mannequin like right here and over here. A few places. It's gonna be a lot. Okay, so I'll put this in storage, I'll put this in storage. We'll keep the fossils on us. So yeah, I guess that's where we're calling it tonight. It's almost 11, so yeah, I probably should. Tomorrow we'll continue to work on that. Hopefully we still have the entire bottom half of the island. Some of it we don't have to worry about, like the entire like housing area. But some of it we definitely do. This is a multi-day thing, and I definitely want to work on it more in the daylight. Right? We don't want to be alone in the dark. Also, I didn't find out who was here today. Actually, real quick. I never saw Gulliver. I never saw Kix or Nat, right? Anyone like that. Is Gulliver here today? Because it is a Wednesday, right? It's Wednesdays, my dude. Somebody's got to be here. It's probably Gulliver. But I didn't see anything, which surprises me. I need to get a diving suit if it is. I don't know. Do I even want to... Yeah, I probably want to deal... Gulliver has pirate stuff. That's kind of cool. It's got to be him. It can't be anybody else, because we walked around this island, and I didn't see anybody. Gullivar. And I know they weren't up there. The only option left is the secret beach. Which I don't think I've ever seen anything but what's-his-face spawn at the secret beach. No. Huh. There just wasn't anyone here today. And I know there should be someone new every day. Unless Sahara goes home at 10, which is a possibility, I guess. I know most of the other vendors stay until midnight, though. But yeah, tomorrow we've got a big day ahead of us. We've got that. We've got the finishing up this. We've got Fall Guys, which hopefully we'll do tomorrow. I don't know. It's hard to do 2 streams in one day. Because you got to take care of both of them. I don't know. We'll probably be fine. Oh, wow. That's kind of funny. What else? Am I doing anything? No, we're just full. Maybe I'll finally get around to playing that Mario at some point in this coming week. I also now own Nier Automata, so I gotta get around to playing that. But that's a 100-hour RPG. God, I haven't been watching Chugga Conroy's series either on Xenoblade, and I really want to. I really want to, but I just don't have the time. Yeah, that's where we're gonna end off for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.